Well, here we are again at the Wins Life Hacks and Life Coaching channel. I'm your host, Casey Turton, certified life coach and business consultant. But today we're going to take on an issue that millions of us face every day, and that's loneliness. Now, let's have our standard caveat here that I am not a psychiatrist, psychologist, clinical worker. But what I thought I'd do is share my thoughts with you about it and then move forward and perhaps gather some comments and ideas below that we can share as a group, a community, to deal with this issue that seems to be striking everywhere and out of hand. So, what is loneliness? I think it's a feeling of not being part of anything, a feeling of being powerless, a feeling that no matter what social interaction you get yourself into, you just don't feel like you belong or that you have anything to contribute, and you feel it's very difficult to communicate and to share how exactly you feel because everybody else around you looks pretty normal, huh? So we kind of fight with that, and we think, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to get rid of this loneliness by joining a bunch of groups. But we get to these groups and we find out we don't really know that many people, so we have to start building our relationships, and not everybody's extroverted enough to do that efficiently. There's a lot of more quiet, mild-mannered people in the world, or like I said, people that just have I don't want to say poor communication skills, but communication skills that do not lend themselves well to expressing what's actually going on inside of them. I would put the proposition forward to you that not only is loneliness caused by a feeling of separation from our children who might move away, from a spouse or significant other that dies, losing a pet, but there's also something else going on inside of us that's unfulfilled. And I think we need to find what that unfulfilled part might be. For example, you might be on a job for 25 years or 25 minutes, whatever. When you go into the office, you just don't feel part of the group, but you do feel part of getting your paycheck, and you do hope things will improve. But over time, it just never really does improve. You're still not real excited about going to the corporate lunches. Nobody calls you to go see a ball game or go down to the stadium and watch some kind of a concert. And so you wonder, why am I so alone? Well, the loneliness, like I said, probably starts with some deep, unfulfilled inner need. And that could be a situation that calls for resolution in your past that you still ruminate on, and you haven't really got closure on it. It could be you're lonely for yourself. It could be that you lost your own way in who you are, and you need to rebuild your character. You need to rebuild your identity. Because we get so tied up, I think, in all these sidebar communication methods that we use, including, YouTube. And we really lack people that we can just sit down with and say, I think I got a problem. I'm feeling really lonely, and I'm feeling unmotivated, and I don't know how to get out of that. Now, I don't want to get morose here. And if certainly you're a bouncy, happy person, this video probably isn't for you if you've got 10,000 friends. But sooner or later, loneliness hits. What's the first thing that I would do if I started feeling lonely? The first thing that I would do is take some time for myself, and I would examine my own personal habits. Am I getting good sleep? Am I drinking too much? Am I taking drugs? Am I not exercising anymore? Have I lost the oomph that you need every day? So what's missing? That would be my first attempt, because I think if we fill ourselves first, then we can fill our outer spheres of influence with people that are like-minded and enjoy being with us. Nobody likes being with a Debbie Downer or a Karen, and I'm not picking on anybody with the name of Karen, but you know what I mean. They're the type that are emotional vampires and suck the life out of every relationship. and every conversation that you might have. So if you find yourself being a Debbie Downer, which is every place you go, you want to discuss your problems with people, you probably are going to end up being alone. I mean, people are going to start avoiding you. This introspection also may need professional help. And that's where I would strongly suggest that if you've been lonely and it's interfering with your capacity to function on a daily level, then I think you really do need to seek the help of a professional. The wind can talk about things and gather our conversations and help you steer, but you got to put yourself in the driver's seat somehow, okay? There's a lot of opportunities in life. I'd like to see you pursue them, okay? Don't be lonely. Be amazing.